What's up, guys? It's your boy J Bob's on the call for Sim Football Evolution Conference Championship Game Weekend. And we have both conference championships ready and set to go here right now, as the AFC game is already kicked off here. I was a little bit behind getting set up for this one. Between Keaton and the Baltimore Ravens and Hendo and his Tennessee Titans. He's turning down the in-game commentary right now, so we'll be able to turn on desktop audio now. After this, we'll have the Bucks and the Cardinals. Although I don't know as much about the NFC teams. I don't play in the NFC. I play in the AFC in this league. It'll be interesting. And I'll get to know some NFC people before I get to do the Super Bowl later on. Okay, so Baltimore finished the regular season at 14-2. And Hendo, as I mentioned, in the divisional round, finished 16-0 undefeated. Lamar Jackson takes the first snap of the game and he throws the completion across the middle, and it's a gain of 4. Lamar Jackson obviously is himself an X factor. His running back as well an X factor. Watch out for some of these RPOs. Watch out for Lamar Jackson to take off as well. Even if you try to contain him, he is pretty unstoppable once he gets outside the pocket. And I got a bunch of notifications, so I'm sorry if you guys hear that. But it is 3rd and inches now following that run. Stop blowing up my computer. Sorry, guys. So 3rd and inches for Lamar Jackson. A big play here to start the game. And he thought he had the streak open on the left-hand side, but Hendo had a guy go out there and cover it. On 3rd and inches, Lamar tried to run away. He can't. He is sacked. Back at his own 18. It's 4th and 17. And the Ravens have to punt to start this game. The kick is away, and it's an angled punt out of bounds at about the 28. And that's exactly where they mark it. So Hendo, after a gut-wrenching win against Tab in his last game in the Browns, to get to this divisional round, or to this conference championship game, pretty solid for him on his part. And now Wynn, who had a big game against the Browns, starts here with just a gain of 2. So now you got a 2nd and 8. And a handoff by Mariota up the middle. Does Wynn have the first down? Wynn is a bit short. It'll be 3rd and 1 officially. And I did not know. I forgot the Ravens had Miles Jack. I played against him. How could I forget about that? He was on the tackle on that play that prevented the first down from Wynn. Two tight ends set here for Mariota. He's under center. He's going to give it to Henry, and Henry is stopped well short. And it was Miles Jack, I believe, who made that tackle as well. And yes, it was confirmed. Miles Jack stops the Titans' run attack by himself. So back-to-back 3-and-outs to start the game. Great defense from both teams, especially on 3rd and short for both teams. Run to the left side, and he gets 3. It's Hakeem, the guy that really destroyed my Kansas City Chiefs earlier this season. So now you got 2nd and 7. Looking at a bunch of notifications on my phone. Here's a throw for Lamar, and he throws it to left complete. It is short of the first down. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 3 this time. We'll see if he can pick up another. If he can pick up a first down here. It'll be the first down of the game as defenses have dominated early in this one. He's got everybody spread out here on third down. This is the formation he likes to work in. Can he take off and run? He's got nobody to throw to. Oh, he's going to improvise, and it's over the head of his receiver. Incomplete. It appeared that he might have made it work there for a second, but in the end, it wasn't good enough. And now it's fourth down, a punt. Angle towards the sideline. Hendo's not going to try and get that. It's out of bounds. Past the 20 at the 18. So no first downs yet. Halfway through the first quarter of this game. And a game where we expected the running game to dominate, the defenses have stood up so far. And here's the pass, complete. It's a gain of 9. It's a gain of 8. They'll take that as well. 2nd and 2. Golden opportunity to pick up his first down of the game. And there it is. The first down of the game. Wynn picks it up for the Titans. He's past the 30 to the 33 of his own. Yes, running game's going to dominate. Wynn versus Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I said Lamar Jackson, but he also has a good running back on his team as well. But Wynn was just absolutely astonishing in that win against the Browns. And now an injury for Baltimore. And you don't want to see that, especially against a team that can run the ball well. And now you got to have a backup defensive lineman come in and try and stop the middle here. It's a DT that was hurt. And now a run to the right side. Not much. In fact, nothing. It'll be third down. I checked that. That says 38, not 36. It is a gain of 2. So third down, a run. It's a run. It's Wynn. He gets past midfield. A gain of 13 and a first down. The Titans are past midfield, and here they come. Well, Keaton had a pretty impressive win last night against the Chargers, a game that I wasn't able to do, that I wish I could have done. So I know those were two very good opponents I played. And his defense really stood up to Austin Eckler and the Chargers. But he couldn't. I mean, the Chargers just couldn't get much going. That wasn't what I was expecting to happen. Especially for the Chargers that played me really tough earlier in the season. Here's a big completion across the middle, and that's a first down at the 30. Now he's got 3 wide receivers out of a pistol look. He's got to run it, and not much room to work with for Wynn. So now he got a 2nd and 9 after tackle by Ferguson. And a run, cuts it back to the left, and he's going to get stacked up for a loss. A loss of 3, it's 3rd and 12. Yes, that's a great tackle there. Just a great tackle. Great job of getting off his block, coming off of the safety spot, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle. That's something you usually see from a safety. Now you got a 3rd down. He's going to throw it to the right, and a big hit forces the incompletion. So Hendo will have to settle for a 49-yard field goal attempt. Here's Sly. He was pretty good against the Browns, and he's good so far against the Ravens. As this 49-yard attempt kicks off the scoring in this one, it's 3-0. And now a kick that is into the back of the end zone and not returned. So the Ravens will have it with 18 seconds to play in the first quarter at their own 25. And Lamar fakes it. He's got time, plenty of it. And now he held on to the football for too long, and it's a forward pass, incomplete. Barely. It looked like he was trying to eat it. And that might be one of those Tom Brady tuck rule plays. It looked like a fumble, possibly. His arm, it looked like he was coming back to tuck it in. I don't know, but they did rule it a forward pass, so it'll be second down. And now a gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 7 for Baltimore. And now the clock runs out here in the first. 3-0 Hendo and the Titans on top of Keaton and the Ravens. As Keaton is faced with a 3rd and 7 here. Hasn't had a fun time on 3rd down so far. Hendo's defense has been stout. And there's his first down of the game. And he's going to pay a price for it, as Presley, the receiver, is hurt after a gain of 11. He's got it to the 43. And a first down, and that was probably a spin that was unwarranted. Had he just kept going straight, he would have had a lot more yards than 0, that's for sure, instead of 2nd and 10. It appears Presley is okay and he'll be back in the game shortly. So not a huge loss there for Baltimore. And a throw to the left, and it's broken up by Adoree Jackson, the guy who made a pretty big interception against the Browns to seal the win. And now it's 3rd and 10. Just looking to throw. Throws to a wide open receiver on the left-hand side. It's his tailback. And it's complete for a first down. And he's got it to Hendo's side of midfield all the way to the 36. He's going to give it to Hakeem. Hakeem's got space, and he's tackled in the open field by, is that DeAndre Baker, the other corner. I didn't want to prematurely say that was Adoree Jackson. That is his side. But now, another big chunk of yards there for the Ravens and a first down. Getting close to the red zone here. Lamar rolls, throws left, dangerous. There's a penalty. We'll see if he reached around and tried to get the ball and cheat for it, and he did. And that's going to take it all the way to the 2. Now he's going to come out jumbo set here, and he's going to get a guy on the flanks. Lamar on the keeper. And that is a very dangerous play. He only gets a yard, but 1 yard here is half the distance to the goal line. So now 2nd and goal. See what Hendo does here to stop this goal line formation. And he's stopped. Oh, second effort, and he's short. He was initially stopped. And yeah, that was just a tackle that pushed him forward, and it almost pushed him into the end zone. And now he's got options here. He can QB sneak. He can fullback dive. He can toss. He can do anything here with this one out of this goal line. He's going to sneak it. Lamar! Short! Lamar Jackson is short. And I'm not sure if that's a good call by the referee, because from that angle, it looked like he may have been in the end zone from that side angle we just saw there. But he may have had that knee down before he crossed the goal line. Now it's 4th and goal. He's been stuffed 4 times inside the 5. And now it looks like he might throw this football. He's got more receivers in the game here. And Nissan Stadium is rocking. Big play here in the second quarter. And he tries to get him to jump off sides. Not that that would do much. If I'm the Titans, I'm being aggressive. Don't let Lamar have the time. And now a penalty And he takes a delay of game. I don't understand what that was. Now he will take the points. And the kick is up from Tucker and good. So Mr. Automatic puts a shorter field goal through, and it's now 3-0. And that was a questionable decision when you got 4th and goal. I understand if it's 4th and anything other than goal, like if you have like a 4th and 4 or something like that, and you have a chance to get a first down, do you get him to jump off sides? I don't understand that at all on 4th and goal, because him jumping off sides is just going to move the ball half the distance. It doesn't give him a first down. He could have just kicked the field goal. Maybe he was trying to account for a tight angle, but the hash marks aren't that wide in the NFL. Now a gain of 7 for Wynn to start this drive for Hendo. And now he's got 2 running backs, Henry and Wynn. He's going to give it to Henry. Henry, close, pretty close. They're not going to give it to him. It's 3rd and inches. And we've seen 3rd and inches been stopped in this game already. Run. And a juke move to pick up the first down. And he gets more with the stiff arm. And he gets to the 40. What a run by Wynn. The Titans appeared to be, the Ravens appeared to be all over it. And wow, that is a generous spot if you ask me. Yeah, I know he was on top of the player, but I think that play ended at the 39. It doesn't matter, it is a first down anyways. Henry, first down, trucks him in and plows his way past the 45 to the 44. And that time he went with the power back, Derrick Henry. He picked up the first down, and now a run to the left side for Wynn. He's going to cut it back. The Ravens saw it coming, but it's still a good gain of 5. So it'll be second and 6 officially. As we are now under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. And now he's going to come out with 3 tight ends. Going to expect a run here. And there it is from Henry, who powers his way to a first down, and quite a bit more there at the end. It's a gain of 9. Mariota under center for this play. And he's going to throw. And that pass is intercepted. He threw it into double coverage. It looked like. No, it wasn't really covered. I can see why he threw it now. He wasn't well covered, but he had cover 2 on there. I'm not sure if that was man or zone, but it was cover 2 with the 2 deep safeties, and he didn't see the guy on the left side. And now we have a pause game here. And now we're good to go again. So Baltimore has it at his own 4.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
And a run up the middle, and that's not going to help at all. Hakeem stacked for a loss. And it'll be a second down. 2nd and 11 at his own 3. He's going to let it run to the 2-minute warning. So, I mean, we'll see what Hendo does. He had a similar situation against Tab and the Browns in the divisional round, and he gave up a big 96-yard touchdown. This is eerily similar here. Now he's going to go with the RPO bubble screen, and that is close to a first. They're not going to give it to him. They've been pretty stout about not giving up the first downs in those close spots, at least so far. So now Lamar Jackson and company have to face another 3rd and inches. And the pressure is on, and he goes the wrong way. And is sacked back at his own 3. And that was awfully dangerous. He was getting close to his own goal line. And if I'm Hendo, he calls the timeout smartly to preserve time. But if I'm Hendo, I'm going after this kick right here. I mean, you might not even have to set too many guys. I've seen a punt blocked without a huge rush. And that time they did get a little bit of pressure, but he didn't quite get to the football in time. And the return out to the 49, shy of midfield, that is. So the Titans look to make up for that interception. Great defense. Kept the Ravens deep in his own territory, forcing him to punt out of his own end zone. Now he's back in a similar position of what he just was in not long ago. And just under a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Mariota throws complete to win, but he only gets 3. Now it's under a minute. And he's going to run it. And not much there. And Hendo is huddling here, and I'm not sure if I agree with that. And now we're coming up on 30 seconds to play. And he's going to run the ball again with Wynn. Wynn does get space. He picks up the first down. A gutsy call, but it was enough to pick up the first. And now a timeout by Tennessee. So, 26 seconds to play. Hendo has it at the Ravens 34. This is about where he threw the interception. He tried to go deep on the left-hand side. It looks like he might just be setting up the field goal. And he's gonna try again to go for another play. This is risky. He's running out of time. He gets the snap off. He's got to get rid of this football. And that ball's up in the air, and there is 1 second left. Wow. If that ball hangs up in the air for half a second longer, this half is over, and Hendo's going away with no points. Instead, Sly, from almost the same exact spot he kicked the first one, he drills the second. Defensive game here. Hendo takes the lead before halftime and gets the ball to start the second half at 6-3. Excuse me. Tucker sends it away. It's brought out by Wynn. Or not Wynn, 34. And he returns it to the 25. So that's where Hendo will start. Nobody finding the end zone so far in this AFC Championship game. What a defensive performance by both teams. Well, Hendo's made a lot more inroads on offense. The Ravens have done a good job of the bend but don't break strategy. And a truck move there for Derrick Henry. And he gets 8. Henry is their power back, as you've seen in the divisional round. And we've seen a couple times so far today. Now 2nd and 2. Run up the middle for Wynn, who gets a burst of speed. He tripped, and that forces him to stop at 11 yards. He could have gone a little bit more than that, at least. There were Ravens defenders converging on a Wynn on that play. But not... I mean, knowing Wynn, he could have probably made some space had he not tripped. He's looking to throw. Mariota's got time. He's going to throw it into coverage. Intercepted. The user, Lurk, comes up with an interception. And Baltimore has the ball back, down by 3. Undefeated Hendo's got to be nervous right now. And there's Hakeem. Not much there for Hakeem. He hasn't had the greatest of days on the ground. Hendo has held Hakeem in check. And he got his 2nd and 9. As you can see, the X factors in the backfield there. Neither of them are lit up. That means Hendo has kept them in check. Lamar's had a couple of good throws, but that's about it for this Ravens offense. And that one was not a good throw, and that was nearly picked off by Hendo. Yeah, you had 3 blue shirts in the area, and you didn't think the white shirt was going to come away with it. Yeah. And now that is thrown into double coverage, incomplete. I think that was just a bad throw. He had the guy on the wheel route, and he threw it on the nose. He may have been able to catch it, but at the end of the day, just a bad throw by Lamar. That's not often we've seen that in this season. And his punt is out of bounds at the 19. Yes, he caught it inbounds, but he couldn't keep his momentum from carrying him out. 2 tight ends in this formation to start this drive from Marcus Mariota. And Njoku moves into the fullback position on the left. And he's going to throw. And he's got a man. It's Wynn. And he had a lead blocker that was Njoku. Hence the motion. Maybe that was his design, to set that up. Because you could see when he motioned Njoku to the left, he was trying to set up a blocker probably, and not really a receiver. Now 3 tight ends. This is a running situation. He gives it to the running back on the RPO, and Derrick Henry's got it first. As we come up on 5 minutes to play in the third. This has been a very, very highly competitive defensive performance from both teams. We have not seen a lot of chances to get points, and that is complete across the middle. He threw that into a soup can. Yeah, he had Miles Jack, he had a deep safety, and he had another deep safety, and he found the hole right there. And he's got it past midfield. The Titans have had a couple of good drives, but they haven't been able to find the end zone. And Wynn gets the carry. And 7 from Wynn. It'll be second and 2 officially. So now it comes out 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers again, this time with Henry in the formation. And he motions a guy, fakes the jet, and Henry gets it for a first. This is the situation Hendo loves to be in. Up by even just 3 points, and he's just running it down Keaton's throat. And now a run for Wynn. Wynn breaks away. Touchdown, Hendo. A touchdown run from Wynn, and he gets it into the end zone with ease. And the Ravens defense finally breaks. The score is now 13-3, and this kickoff is halfway into the end zone and not returned. Well, evaluating the Ravens' game plan so far, I have not seen enough of Lamar Jackson running around. Like that's been his game plan. He needs to stick with it. See, he's got the left side. There he is. He's running it there, and that's good coverage by the Titans defense. He's got to force the coverage a little bit more into stopping the run, stopping his run as well, stopping him with his legs. And although that was incomplete, that's a better strategy. And I don't expect the Titans to be able to maintain their defense the entire game either. They got to step up here, and he doesn't. And that pass is incomplete. He had the middle there if he wanted it. Instead, he threw it to the right. Probably did not see the middle right away. And now with 3rd and 10, Lamar, the shotgun. He's going to look to throw. And he's got the completion, but it's well short of the first. It's just a gain of 5. And Hendo not giving up any slack here. And this punt is going to be returnable this time. And it's returned to the 29. So the Titans have it, 1st and 10, up by 10 points. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. And Keaton is showing blitz, and here they come. And that one is incomplete. They were trying to set up a screen, but the blitz, yes, the blitz did force the screen to go awry. Yeah, screen pass is designed to counter a blitz, but a blitz can counter counter as well. And that is not letting the running back get off and get into the space that he needs to get going. And that was the case there. And if I'm the Ravens, I continue to put pressure on Mariota. And here's a run to the left-hand side by his backup quarterback, Bryant. And he gets a loss of 2 on that run. That's an interesting play call. So now on 3rd and 12, Mariota's back with the controls here. And he's got 5 wide. He's going to throw to the middle. Juke move, but he's going to be short. Yes, and now he is officially short. She tried to break it. And it's 4th and 5. A good stop there by Baltimore. They really needed that 3 and out. Miles Jack has been a machine today with the tackles. That is 5. And this punt out of bounds around the 15. They'll mark it at the 17. So now you got 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers bunched together. And Hakeem is stripped, but he still gets 8. That is his best carry of the day, I would say. He needs more of that. Even if it's a 7 or 8, it doesn't have to go 50. It just has to go 7 or 8, and you really start to demoralize Hendo's defense if you can do that. Now on 2nd down, enough to pick up the first. That's a gain of 5 for Hakeem. You just got to keep doing that. There is plenty of time to do this. You don't have to hurry up, throw the football every time now. It's not 2-minute offense yet. You're still in the third quarter. You still got a whole quarter to play. Do not give up on this run game just yet. He's showing 2 deep safeties. Lamar runs back. Oh, my goodness. He's lucky that went out of bounds. That is... And he's lucky he's the X factor. That is something you don't really want to do. Running backwards and then fade away. This is not Kobe Bryant we're talking about. Yeah, it is Lamar Jackson, but it's not... You don't have a fadeaway that can complete a good pass 9 times out of 10. In fact, 9 times out of 10, it might be an interception. Maybe not for Lamar Jackson, but still, it's not going to be a good result. Hakeem gets 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5. Trips left here. Big one here for Keaton. We'll see if we can get... Let's see if that safety drops back. It does. Out route. And that was a high throw, but it's caught for a 1st down. And now he's going to try and get a playoff here before the end of the 3rd. Can he do it? Let's see. He's doing through all his checks, and he's not going to get it off in time. Hendo has the 13-3 lead over Keaton here in this AFC Championship game of Sim Football Evolution. Is now Lamar shotgun spreads everybody out here on 1st down. Is this a keeper time? No, he's gonna throw, and now he's gonna try and keep. And wow, unbelievable that he was able to throw that and defy the laws of physics because he had two guys taking him down at the same time. And that's what X-Factor abilities do. Even though it's not lit up, he's still got those abilities. Here comes the blitz, and the Texas route is complete. It's a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2, just shy of midfield here for Keaton. And what it would be like to get into the end zone right now for Keaton, it would be huge, but he needs this first down. Hakeem. Not the greatest of runs, but it is enough to pick up a first. And we come up on 7 minutes to play here in the AFC side. Coming up after this, we'll have the NFC side. Cards at Bucks. Both teams 14-2 on the season, looking to go to the Super Bowl. And that pass is caught, and that is a big one. A gain of 32. And yes, he did get 2 feet down. He kept the left foot down as he was catching the football. And Keaton is in the red zone for the first time. Or for the second time. Check that. He had a goal line situation earlier. And it led to a field goal. He doesn't need a touchdown. However, he probably really wants a touchdown right here. And I mean more than ever at this point. This is big. Field goal would leave him vulnerable. A touchdown would make him look like he's strong and he's still fighting. Although either one of those would keep him in the game at this point. Penalty marker on that play, and the pass is caught, but might be coming back, and it is. And now that is a bad penalty, and I know you can't control that, so I can't really blame Keaton, obviously. But that is a bad penalty if you're Baltimore. Like, now Hendo is set up right here to hold him to just a field goal. He's got to go a lot of yards in a very tight area, and that is a monster hit. So he got crunched coming off the edge, and I'm not sure if he made the right read. He didn't. It was a read option. He didn't. The read should have been to give it to Hakeem. 3rd and 23 at the 29. Tightest part of the field here with a long way to go, and he's not going to get anywhere close to that marker. So Tucker, Mr. Automatic, looking to make it a one-score game again. And Tucker's kick makes it a one-possession game again. But that is demoralizing. Very demoralizing for Baltimore to have to kick that field goal. That holding penalty really was a killer. And that return was rather ill-advised. He didn't even make it back to the 20. It's tackled at the 19. Well, if you're Keaton, you got to regroup here and get the stop. 3 and out, highly preferred here. And he's not going to get a 3 and out. In fact, Wynn breaks free. 30, 20, 10. Goodbye. Hendo extends his lead with under 5 to play. And the fans in Nashville are starting to feel a Super Bowl in Season 6. And it will take a miracle now for Keaton to come back against an undefeated Hendo. He's looking to complete another incredible season. This would make him 18-0 on the season, excuse me. The first anyone has ever went in real life undefeated. I have not seen the first 5 seasons of Sim Football Evolution. I wouldn't know if anyone went 19-0. But Hendo putting himself in position to do that in this season's game. Keaton trying to respond, and a catch, nope, dropped, incomplete. 3rd and 5 at his own 30. do not go anywhere after this game. I'll get it set up for Cards and Bucks NFC Championship game. Lamar tries to take off. He's sacked. A good job keeping him contained all game long by this Titans defense. Linebackers, defensive line. And now here on 4th and 6. He's got to get this one here. This is an absolute must. And that pass is caught on the aggressive catch. Unusual to see a pass caught there, but he really needed that one. He moves the chains. And we're coming up on 3.5. Lamar rollout complete. Stays in bounds and now out of bounds at the 41. That will stop the clock. He needs to save all the time he could possibly save here because it is a 2-score game. He's going to have to get the football back after scoring here. And Lamar's X-Factor thing is finally fired up. Hakeem's X-Factor is frozen still. And he's not likely to run the ball too much now. He's got a guy in the middle, and he throws it there, but it was forced by the pressure, and that was intercepted but out of bounds. And he's fortunate that was out of bounds. Yeah, Hooker's left foot landed on the back line. Let's see, he's got positioning on the outside there, and he's going to throw it inside. Ill-advised, intercepted, used to lurk by Hendo. I don't know where he was thinking he was going to get that completion from. He should have thrown it to the left because the corner was out of position, but he threw it to the center instead, and he didn't just throw it into the wrong area. He just lollipopped it in there. Now Wynn looking to just steal it here. Although, even if he doesn't get a first down here, it's about time that Keaton needs to start thinking about his vacation plans for the offseason. It's now it's 3rd and 8. And likely another run coming from Hendo here. Two tight ends. And a run with Henry. And Henry is short. And there's the first time out from Keaton. As he will get this ball back here, but no real signs of offense here today from Keaton. And there's the punt. Turned. And he's got space. And look out here. And he's trying to cover the ground to make this tackle. And now he's got a guy. Oh, my goodness. He's lucky that he had a guy wearing a number 29, a running back, come in from way behind. And you could see where he came from there. It's just that big dude was just enough to slow him down. He's in prime position yet again. And this is a keeper, and he made the wrong read, but he is going to get bailed out here because bad defense by the Titans on the face mask. Good tackle? Nope, bad tackle. Ripped down on the face mask. That's a bad tackle. And they're going to call that every time. And I'm not sure why that he's still running it up the middle like that with time running so low. And now he's going to use the 2-minute warning. He's going to waste it here. And he's going to get, oh, wait a second. Oh, now he's sacked back at the 13. That is a disaster. Now what do you do on third and goal at the 13? If you're Keaton, it's the 2-minute warning is hit, and he doesn't have that to use as a timeout anymore. And he's going to take off, and the throw is forced and incomplete. And now it's 4th and goal. And he has to go for it here. such little time left, down by 2 scores. Unable to get a touchdown today so far. And likely not to get one if he doesn't score here. 4th down, here we go. And he's sacked. Back at the 18. And he's been sacked 5 times by this Titans defensive line. And now victory formation for Mariota and company. Kneel down. Hendo is going to the Super Bowl of Sim Football Evolution Season 6. And there's a couple more kneel downs, and that will make it official. And he's letting this run all the way down. And 18-0 is on the horizon. Hendo played a whale of a game here today. Stout defense, not letting Hakeem get loose, not letting Lamar Jackson get loose, not letting the balls go too far past him. And even on that last drive where he had a big punt return, his defense responded to the call for action. And that's it. The celebrations begin in Nashville. They are going to the Super Bowl. That's it. Keaton had a good season, 14-2. And all I can remember was when I played him, I gave him a good run for his money. He made it to the AFC Championship game. Played a great game last night against Kevin and the Chargers. But not to be here in this one. And I'm going to close this browser and I'm going to get things set up. Should be about 5 minutes until kickoff for the NFC game. We'll be right back. Stay tight. Don't leave me. Okay, guys. Well, hate to inform you guys, of this, but the NFC Championship game has been postponed. The Cardinals guy has an emergency to deal with, and we'll see if I'll be able to call that game still. I hope I am. And if I'm able to, I'll be back on later with that one. And I hope that everything's okay with him. So, I regret to inform you guys of the emergency situation that he's in. So that will be it for now. And you guys are now free to leave the stream. This is your boy J Bobs saying, see you next time from Sim Football Evolution. Have a good. Okay, we'll forget about that part. Have a good rest of your afternoon.